Welcome back to my channel, Cancer. This is a reading for you for the month of November, December, January, and 2024. You have amazing new starts all the way through. And the whole of the cards begin in November, where whatever it is that's giving you a sense of freedom. So if you were held down by a particular injustice, you are getting freedom and you are free to roam. And you are also in a space, if you were in a space where you were confined in some way or felt like where you are going to be able to get back to life, as it were. So, free as a bird is what the card indicates here in the month of November, and it definitely speaks to there being a lot of good things from the other cards here up ahead for you as a new adventure. So everything is going to look different here from this point on after November. So November is when it starts, and this is where you are freeing your mind, freeing yourself from whatever situation was that was limiting you. And it definitely speaks to kind of breaking free all around, So either way, whatever it is that was tying you down, you're increasing your freedom in the month of November. And this is definitely a space where you are feeling a lot more at ease, more like yourself. So we also have the card of openness. So this is definitely in that same sort of vein of, feeling like you've got a lot more to look forward to, a lot of inner secrets, things about yourself that you've learned. This is something about a new cycle with the full moon. And this is also where whatever you believed previously, is being revealed by a little bit of light through that moon. So there's also something here about it's just an important time where you're rejuvenating in some way. So in the month of November, you're just going to see a lot of things change and open up for you. When we get to the card of December, there is a certain sense of stillness or quietness or reflection, something here where you're really starting to kind of draw on what it is that you are trying to cultivate or do or build up. This is a space where, you felt like you weren't really moving ahead in some way. And so that is starting to unthaw. You're not in a space where everything is unthawing in the month of December, but you're definitely in a planning stage where a lot of your life felt like it was frozen or cut off from you, or things just have slowed down. So it's a time for stepping back in the month of December. And I feel like you're really thinking things through. It's a time of healing. It's where you're just about to kind of unthaw before you move forward with something. So whatever needed to be fixed internally, externally, this is where you are starting to fix that. And that's why the success card is following here. And of course, they are sequential, right? So this is definitely a space where something is rapidly growing, and it's happening in a very grounded way, because the Panther is someone who feels a lot more confident, someone who feels like they are, there's a lot more deliberation, there's a lot more strategy, there's a lot more that is dependent on this particular cat, to be able to move something ahead, because success is based on being aware of your surroundings. And I feel like that's what you're doing. The cat is sitting back, looking at the surroundings, trying to figure out what is the best mode of operation here to be able to make the strongest impact in my world. And so maybe a lot of that is still yet to be discovered, and there will likely be a lot of smaller successes along the way before you get to those larger ones. But it's still a good time for you to consider ways to build on your fortune. And I feel like that is going to be an ultimate success regardless, when you start doing the research on how to satisfy yourself or bring something into what you thought was insignificant, which is going to be now more significant. And not only do we have that card of success, but we also have the card of illumination. So it's like some form of potential or something here is being illuminated to you. So there's something here that in the month of December is going to be something you probably start to explore anyway, because this mist is an indicator that there is a certain level of confusion still around it or associated with it. But you are going to be able to start to move past that once you start to explore a little deeper, because this is the image of what you're seeing. There's something there. You can almost see it, but there's still a little bit that's muddled. So you see a little bit of the beauty, you see a little bit of the image, but you're not quite in that space of enlightenment. So you can't rise to the challenge just yet, but it is still finding inner peace and tranquility and that kind of thing. And that's something that already exists within you. And I feel like that's the message as well, is just to breathe deeply and know that all is well and things will unfold. Because it already exists within you. This success, all of that is already within you. So we're also getting to the card of the voyage, and the voyage is definitely a card of there being an adventure ahead for you. So the voyage is also that space of the humpback whale, according to the book here, they travel 14,000 miles, which is 22,000 kilometers every year. So they spend the summer months near polar regions, and in the winter they journey toward the equator to tropical waters. So overall, they are the guardians of the sea, and I feel like that's kind of where you are at. This is where you've got protectors by your side here, and whatever, no matter what that journey is or where it takes you, you are going to have, you've got a sense of being, how do I say, a sense of adventure within you where you want to travel, but you're not, you want to experience something, but you want it to be something that exhilarates you. You're just not sure what that is just yet. So it's also a message to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. There is a miracle at hand, though, and this is around that journey. So something is going to allow you to move into this new miracle. Something is going to create a sense of, this is like a double rainbow. So this is more than one blessing that falls with this card. But this is definitely an indicator that there is something that can't stop you, because you're actually starting to feel struck by something. Like, it just feels very exciting, and that you're moving in this really amazing new direction. You feel reinvigorated in some way. It's not like something you've ever done before. So this is, again, kind of a guiding light for those that are still sort of finding their way, depending on where you are in the realm here. So that is what's coming in for January, is this new adventure. And insofar as the rest of 2024, a lot of this is going to be about love. Love for self, love for others. The rose is a powerful symbol of life, and these are wild roses, so they're not typical roses, not cultivated. So it's almost like there's a sense of adventure and or a sense of discovery that comes with this kind of wild rose. But there's also the sense that roses were considered protection, so that's why people kept them in their homes. So it is not a domesticated rose. This is kind of a wild, free, without bounds kind of rose. So it blossoms at summer, and it is something that is coming into your life. And again, it's something that's going to allow you to feel like you are in the center of something beautiful, something incredible, something invigorating. But this is also about feeling a lot more self-love, a lot more confidence. There's a lot more self-esteem, and it's growing exponentially. And this is about you really starting to take care of yourself. That's what's coming in for January. And again, we also have more cards of purification, more cards of sunlight, more cards of, could be even summer, that is quite significant here. But there's something here that speaks to a lot of there's something here that kind of speaks to the journey being coming after a storm, with the rain in the background there. It's kind of a rebirth, getting rid of an old sense of self and moving into this new place. But this is a purification. So whatever your long held emotions were, this is where you're able to let go of that, and there's an inner healing that's taking place. So it's a renewal. April showers bring May flowers is how the card depicts this. But the time of rain is when there's renewing and blossoming. So there's definitely something about you clearing a space for yourself now, and whatever was old and outdated energy, you're no longer taking that in. You're now in a new space of you're not taking things personally. You're taking things in a lighter way. You realize everybody's on their own journey. It's being a lot more considerate of you in this space of expansion, so you realize that whatever somebody else is going through is not your energy to take on. So this is something where you're feeling a lot more vibrant. It's just it's a a place of prosperity. And then finally, last card out is, of course, blessings. So ultimately, with all these cards, it just seems like they're sequentially leading to the same thing. There's something really amazing that's coming in for you. And it could be summer, spring, that kind of thing. May start in around spring and move to summer. But either way, these blessings are definitely something that's going to make you feel like it's divinely coming in. It's not just abundance, it's not just money. It's going to be something that makes you feel like it has been gifted to you from spirit or from something divine, something greater than what you had imagined could be around you. This is something that's kind of mystical because it's very healing, whatever this is that's coming in for you. So either way, it's refreshing, it's protection. There's a path that is definitely something you need to have faith in. You're being watched over, and things are starting to come to you as of this new year. You're going to have multiple blessings coming in. So, like I said, in November, you are free. There's something that's making you feel like you are unlocked, and there's a sense of self regained. In the month of December, you're sort of sitting back, contemplating, really figuring things out and how to move into the space of success. You're not quite there. You don't see the beauty in the journey just yet, but you know there is going to be one up ahead. By January, you're just going to feel like there's a new adventure for you, and you're wholeheartedly investing yourself into it with all the blessings that are coming through. It's a real sense of adventure that's going to be you'll be taking here in the new year. So anyway, that's what I have for you for the November, December, and January 2024 read. So from 2023 to 2024, that's what I have for you. And this is a reading that is paying homage to my kitty cat Peppercorn, who unfortunately he's quite sick. So my friend made me this special friend here, and he's right beside the healing crystal. So anyway, that's my thing for just recognizing that he is a part of that journey with me. Anyway, just wanted to say, keep moving forward, never give up. You have a lot coming in for you for the new year. Even in November, December, let it build, because you've got something that's going to be illuminated to you in that period, which will help you to step forward in January. Keep moving forward and never give up.